Hello and welcome back now to the two men's semi-finals here in the IFC Senior Cup for 2023. First up we have Cathal Brugha and North Dublin, and then after that we have St Vincent's and Sandy Cove. We've had two very exciting women's semi-finals this morning between Drogheda and Cathal Brugha and St Vincent's and Tribes. I'm joined here by former Ireland assistant coach to the senior ladies team, Kieran Farley. Kieran, good morning.
Good morning, Kieran. How are you?
Not too bad. Kieran, talk to me. Who do you fancy?
Oh, it's a tough one. Two very strong teams in every respect. Physically very strong. These are the two toughest in the tournament. North Dublin would fancy their chances. Last time they were here, they won the Irish Junior Cup a number of years ago. That's their Serbian player now. Fantastic. And then, of course, Cathal Brugha senior men going for 3 in a row this year.
Such an achievement, isn't it? 3 in a row, and obviously there'll be a bit of pressure on them to keep adding to that, but it's a lovely place to be, knowing you are the best.
Yes, ironically, neither of these teams won the league, but the two of them would have to be, I suppose, joint favourites of Vincent's for the final, or in fact to win it.
All right, with good early effort there, and would have been a dream start.
Yes, two fantastic keepers. They have to be at this level.
So, playing from left to right is Cathal Brugha.
Cathal Brugha, yeah, setting up an arc, trying to get the whole forward free.
Callum Taylor with the shot there, and it just zipped off the surface and just went to the right and wide of Jamie Cope's goal. So, chance, but easily intercepted there by Luka. My Serbian wouldn't be great. Maybe yours is better, Kieran.
Serbian, fantastic full back.
Another good shot.
Very, very strong.
All right,
I like Barry there.
Straight into the hand there of Jamie Cope, and looks to be end to end, both sides weighing themselves up, but trying to create chances nonetheless.
Yeah, first, second and third quarters are important, but it's all about the fourth. Who's got anything left in the tank for the fourth?
And the pool has been extended from the women's game, is that correct? It's a wee bit wider?
Yes, it's actually same width, but it goes from 25 metres to 30 metres for the men's, and for the ladies' final back to 25 again.
Okay, all right. So, North Dublin just trying to create something, swimming real deep into the Cathal Brugha end of things. Just trying to work it around the area and try and create the shot. They have 5 seconds left in the shot clock. They'll need to do something really quick. They've taken it. Chance. Oh! That was just about in the nick of time, Kieran.
Well, that's the way you like to play them. It was a man up. Use the full 20. Put it left, put it right. If it's not going in the middle, take it from a right-handed player on the left.
Absolutely fantastic strike. And I think it's Cathal Brugha have gone 1-0 up there. Stiff on McMahon.
Affectionately known as Steo.
So attacking then from left to right here is Cathal Brugha. And just trying to work something. Oh, chip shot, but well saved there. Christopher Hodgkinson. I'll just run through the two teams. So, Cathal Brugha from 1 to 15. Christopher Hodgson, Christopher Raffo, Callum Taylor, Desmond Donnelly, Chris Devlin, Nathaniel Taylor, Stephen McMahon, Jonathan Donnelly, Adrian Hanna, Matthew Hanna, Nathan Hanna, Pierce Doherty, Kieran McGuigan, Adam Cushley and Charlie O'Kane. They complete the Cathal Brugha side. The North Dublin side, Jamie Cope, Marco DeJorgev, Stephen Nolan, Mark Hanley, Barry Nolan, James Mangan. A chance goal!
Great goal by Stevie Nolan on a man-up situation. Quick ball into the hole.
Brilliant finish. And it's 1-1. Wearing 6 is James Mangan, 7 Cal Rohan, Luka Vulchik is 8, James Reid, Jared Dykes, David Sadlier, Gavin Nolan, Matthew Linehan, Fionn McMenamin and Paul Laffin. So it's exactly what you're saying, Kieran. Two sides just really tight, competitive. 1-1 early doors, and both sides really getting a feel for it.
Yes. Keepers had no chance in either situation. Another man down for North Dublin. That's James Reid. I wonder, are they watching him at home in Australia?
Just trying to use the ball from side to side and work an angle or work the shot without letting the shot clock down. But great save. It's bounced on the line. Just every time it bounces the one, it reminds me of the last Olympic final between Greece and Serbia. I don't know if you know, it spilled out of the keeper's hand and went across the line, and it needed VAR, but I don't think we've that luxury today.
No, but come final time we will have goal line judges, so there'll be somebody sitting on the goal line on each end. Such is the seriousness.
Meanwhile, it's an attack again for Brugha. What a shot, but off the crossbar. I think that was it was Chris Devlin, I think, took that one there. Great effort. I was just saying to Roshan Cunningham-Smith on the ladies' semi-finals, Kieran, it always adds for extra excitement when it hits the post of the crossbar.
Absolutely, yeah. With two excellent goalkeepers, you have to go well wide of them. Maybe a bouncer, maybe a lob. It's not just as straightforward.
No. And from this angle here, it looks as if it's a nice sized pool, but when you're down there in the heat of battle, it must be absolutely massive.
Yes, and we play 30 metres here because it's the same as what they play in European professional water polo. So in case they're playing internationally for their country, they've got to be used to this size of a pool.
So once again, it's on the attack now, coming forward here. Our Cathal Brugha. Chance. Wasn't that far away, but wide nonetheless, and be a chance for North Dublin now to build. And they've gone long and found Marco.
Yeah, you're right.
And then it's Barry Nolan now. Barry with the shot off the crossbar again. And Christopher Hutchinson will be just delighted to see that come back to him. He was beating all ends up there.
Haji, he's been the anchor man for 25 years maybe for Cathal Brugha. Excellent goalkeeper. Won the last two cups on penalties with them.
Chance of a quick, good save. That one just skid off the surface, bounced off the chest, but at the second time of asking, it was gathered by Jamie Cope. Out again now to Marko Djurgev, just trying to survey the pool and see what the best option is.
Jerry Wilkes driving into the hole. Something always happens when Jerry Wilkes in the hole. Good or bad, it's going to happen.
Back with Marco with the shot off the post again. And out comes Hodgkinson now just to retrieve it. Both sides seem to be very happy, Kieran, just to let the other have the ball around the middle of the pool and just get back into the defensive shape.
That's correct, Kieran. They're operating a zone defence.
What a finish. Sorry to cut across you, just into the bottom of the net. I think it was Adrian Hanna's got it.
There was no stopping Adrian's shot. Somehow he's left alone there on 2 metres straight in front of goal. But going back, Kieran, to what you're saying about happy to let the play come to them, they're both playing a zone defence, so they're dropping what they call a half-pitch press. So they're allowing the team come onto them, protect the whole defender, so there's no ball can get in there, and hopefully in the last couple of seconds of the 30-second each, push forward and hit them on a counter.
All right. Well, coming forward now is the goal scorer, Nolan, with the quick shot taken away. Good save, Hodgson. Good left hand to stop that one. It was a rasper of a shot, and the shot came in there from Jonathan Luca, sorry.
Luca actually scored some beautiful goals in the last game against Drogheda. He was instrumental in their defeat. That's a very quick turnaround for both teams. At 10 o'clock last night, North Dublin was still in the water, playing Drogheda.
And just in terms, Kieran, of the fatigue, obviously they played the group stages yesterday, and now they're back on the pool this morning first thing, and it must be extremely tiring on the body.
That's a funny thing you're saying that, because you look at what we in Waterpolo will be looking at as age profiles.
Oh, good save. Good save. Hodgson just batted away, and that's using all that experience. We'll come back to the experience, but tell me about the age profiles.
Well, you're looking at probably the two oldest teams here at the Cup. Drogheda, 21 and a half years old. Average, I'm told Vincent's is 24 and a half years old, and these teams would be probably 6 or 7 years ahead of that. And that's going to tell in the finish.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, just blazed over there. And going back, we talk about, the age profile is 21 and a half, average age 24 and a half, and then you have Hodgson doing the goals, as you say, for a quarter of a century, and used all of that experience. Oh, outside of the backward shot there. But Hodgson using all of that experience there with that previous save, because...
Yeah, he's between the posts for an awful long time, but his defenders know where he's good, where he may have a weakness, so they're going to cover, be it top left, bottom right. They're there to protect him. He's calling it from there. He can see the ball coming. All
right, well, it's the first quarter break, and it's 2-1 to Cathal Brugha. Back in just a couple of seconds. All right, we're back here for the second quarter final. Sorry, the second quarter. I really need a cup of coffee, Kieran. I'm sorry, and the smell of yours isn't doing me any favours here. But it's the second quarter of the first semi-final, live from the Aura here in Bangor in County Down. And we have a great game on our hands here between Cathal Brugha and North Dublin.
Barry Nolan just won the ball again. 40 years of age, still has it, still winning the ball every swim off. Great athlete, runs, swims, does it all.
And Kieran, I was just looking at the physiques of some of these guys here walking poolside. They're incredible athletes.
Oh God, this is a lifestyle. Playing at this level, it's a lifestyle. It's 5-6 hours a week training, dietary implications. You won't be drinking maybe for 2 months before this tournament. Hydration, everything's about protein. A lot of other stuff going on, which we won't mention, but it's all positive.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just pool work. I'm sure there's lots of gym work and everything involved.
Absolutely. Huge amount of weights. Because this whole position, we're not privy to it from this angle, but underwater it's all happening. For anyone who's not an out-and-out polo player, it's all happening underwater. Fighting, kicking, thumping, holding, turning players. It's exhausting. It's like MMA underwater.
Well, funny, I was asking in the previous game here, the second of the ladies' semi-finals, I was asking Roisin Cunningham-Smith about the comparables to different sports, and she mentioned basketball, she mentioned, Olympic handball, but she never mentioned MMA, but maybe that's on the men's side of things.
No. The women are no different.
Come here, no goal down there, talk us why.
Poor ball in, poor ball on, poor ball in. Everyone has to be on the same Jerry Wilkes, hold forward for North Dublin, number 10, the other end of the pitch. With the oldest player. Brilliant player. Trains very, very hard, probably harder than anybody. But he's fantastic, hold back, full forward. There's always something going on around Jerry.
All right, so timeout, I think, Kieran, is it?
Yes, I'm just trying to see. It looks, I'm not sure, is it a Brugha timeout or North Dublin? This is where the coaches aren't happy with the play at present. Bring them back in, talk them up, get a set play in place, and maybe get a quick goal within the next 30 seconds. Each team is entitled to 2 timeouts. Normally, they're so important in a tight game in the last minute or two, where you need possession.
And Kieran, just maybe to you who's so versed in this sport, but different togs or trunks or swim shorts, whatever, does that play any implications? Or just the hat that's really relevant?
Well, the hat's obviously, the colours are called white or blue. There's variations of white. But togs, years ago we used to wear rubber togs and a cricket box, men did, for protection. Now we just wear, it's like a light lycra, so it can't be torn. And
the colour under the water, different colours, wouldn't make any difference, would it?
No. For regularity, you try and get your club togs. It looks good in photos, looks good for unity.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, another attack here now for North Dublin. A chance. Oh, well deflected over.
Great block, James Reid. Maybe that ball landed in Australia, where he's from.
There's some hand to deflect it out anyway. And a chance now for Brugha to attack. Coming down, North Dublin to attack, I beg your pardon, down the right hand side here. I'm just trying to work a score with Marco back out to Nolan, the goal scorer. And switching it across again. And this is judged to have been a foul, I think. But it's coming out. 30 seconds to take the shot, and they didn't take it, so ball surrendered. And on the attack now come Cathal Brugha. Just trying to work something centrally and then make that switch, but right into the middle, easily turned over there.
Great play by James Reid. He's such a big guy. Great position. He's the anchor man in North Dublin. At the front, at the rear rather, it all happens round him.
And they're trying to just build on that defensive turnover. And Nolan has it again. He got the first of them. He takes the shot. Good save.
Great stop. The new 20, so 20 seconds more for the attack.
There's Nolan going for that lob into the far corner. Just a wee bit too much loft on it, and it's just gone out and over.
But they'll threaten the goalie till he comes up out of the water. His legs are under him, and then he can't jump once his legs are up. So that's why they try and lob him at the end. Slick
move here. And trying to get inside is Cathal Brugha. Really good interplay.
Well manufactured, man out. He turned the player, rolled around the player. Once he was on top of him, he was gone. That's one on James Reid. That's what North Dublin that's what Brugha will be trying to do. Try and get James Reid majored out.
So penalty here for Brugha. Brilliant finish. In off the water, just bounced it off it. Super finish. And that's Stefan McMahon's second, or as you call him, Steo.
Steo, he's affectionately known as. All is good for 4 or 5 in a game. A constant in the Irish senior men's team, as are many of the players in the water now.
So North Dublin just trying to push on here. With 3-1 to Brugha. We've just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And they're really defending close to the goal, aren't they?
Yes, yeah, they're trying to encourage North Dublin to take a long range shot. So they're doubling the hole, as in Jerry Wilkes. If the ball goes into him, they're likely to get a man out. So That's why they're trying to stop the ball going in there and force North Dublin, or in the reverse, to force Brugha into a long shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So double in the hole there now.
Double in the hole, yeah. And there's a lot of holding in there, is there? Or is that just...
It's murder.
Okay. All right, well, Brugha coming forward and little dink pass inside and... I think Stephen Nolan was all over. Was it Adrian Hanna? I think he was all over him.
In fact, Adrian gave away a minor and then he reacted. So it's a major on him. 3 majors and you're gone for the game.
Okay, it's good to see they shook hands there. So it's obviously just heat of the moment stuff. But there's another timeout call, I think.
Could have been giving him his teeth back.
And in your days, Kieran, how many teeth did you give back?
They're at home under the pillow for the tooth fairy.
So even the tooth fairy's not coming with the living crisis at present. Maybe he'll double up with Santa, you wouldn't know.
It's a big opportunity for North Dublin to pull one back. It's important that they get the next goal. Bring it back to 3-2. So they'll play it left, they'll play it right. We'll just see what they're going to play. Normally, you can see they're going to set up 4-2. That's 4 on the 2 metre line and 2 out on the arc. So they'll play the ball round, probably drop to a 3-3 and get a shot away from number 2.
And Brugha, will they be happy so far with the 3-1 lead?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
When you look at the talent on show, Kieran, would it give you good hope going forward to the next Olympics?
Well, it's a while since we've been at the Olympics. Not a great shot by Stevie. Poor decision on this occasion. Great player every other time. No, we haven't been in the Olympics still since the 1920s. It's normally where they have professional leagues.
Oh, Brugha just pushing forward again and trying to engineer something, but there was an infringement there and Brugha retained possession. It's gone centrally again. Good save. Really good save there from Jamie Cope from Callum Taylor's shot. And that's gone out for a corner.
Jamie Cope having an outstanding tournament. Outstanding tournament. Could be player of the tournament yet.
So Taylor just wee bit too much on that, but he's gotten it back and he's got closer, blocked down again.
James Reid again. Yet again.
Reid vital so far.
Absolutely. Brugha will be trying to get him majored out so he's not so strong there at fullback when he's gone.
So Reid carrying it well into the Brugha half of the pool and gives it to Nolan. Nolan's looking to give it back. Yeah, and Gills does it, but he's just left it behind him slightly. Gets it back to Nolan now. Nolan trying to work Hodgkinson, and he does, but Hodgson more than equal to it and gathered it the second time of asking.
He has to sling that low and hard because there are a lot of high hands to block.
Yeah, absolutely.
and they were protecting the hole as well.
Goes
so
long and
drop.
Gets them up the pool really quickly now, and Brugha just trying to get all men forward before they can work something. It's back, and now they've got it forward to the side. Looked to be a hole there, surely. And Brugha will just try to engineer something. Love taking it, but good save from Cope. Bats it away to his right and collects it second time of asking.
Puts it out one side where there's nobody there.
Yes.
Clever tactic.
Intelligent goalkeeping, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I suppose that's transferable from a lot of different goalkeeping sports with goalkeepers. Bat it away to the side. No one's there and you can collect it then at your own time.
Yeah, I'd say he got a lot of talent from his father. Wonderful goalkeeper. Still is, in fact. Played for Ireland for years.
Oh, Hodgkinson.
Oh, he's been beaten. Counter on here.
Oh,
counter
brilliant.
on here. Has to be a goal. Very important.
He's carried it in really close. Just squares it off. Fantastic finish. Oh, Kieran, you spotted that a mile away. The keeper so instrumental there in setting him away. Let him get up the pool and the wee square. And
well, it actually started well back in the Brugha quarter. You could see it. You could see it where the Brugha player counter-attacked early and the player didn't go after him. Has to go after him. Simple ball across. You line up the goalkeeper, then you play it to the far side of the goal and simple tap in.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's an important goal.
Massive goal, isn't it? With just over 90 seconds, just under 90 seconds left on the clock, and Brugha lead by 4-1. I think it was Desmond Donnelly got it, I think. So North Dublin were just obviously trying to get one back now, but they'll try to get into half time.
They're not stretching Brugha yet. No fantastic shots in.
And that early threat that they seem to have, they hit the post and the crossbar, it just seems to have died down a wee bit.
Yeah. But they are playing against, this is a cup team. This is the team that won the cup the last 2 years. They come stronger and stronger as the tournament goes on. And they're all big, strong guys.
Well, of course, Cathal Brugha topped their group ahead of Sandy Cove, Clonard and Half Moon. They had victories over Sandy Cove 9-6, bet Half Moon 25-2 and bet Clonard 14-2 to make it to today's semi-final. North Dublin, they finished second in their group, and they lost out to St Vincent's by 8-5.
I do hope North Dublin didn't empty the tank against Vincent's. Very, 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 very tight game against Vincent's. It looked like they had it for long periods of time. Yeah. This is telling. The younger teams will flourish as the matches go on.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, good. Oh, it's a really good save. He was reaching on his over his fantastic save there, reaching over his body. North Dublin bet Corrib 9-8, and they bet Drogheda by 11-4. But as you say, they were in the game against Vincent's for a long time, but eventually Vincent's pulled away. So it'll be interesting to see. But there goes the half time. It's 4-1 in favour of Brugha. We'll be back in just a few moments. All right, welcome back. The third quarter of the first semi-final here in the ISC Men's Senior Cup for 2023. And it's Cathal Brugha who are leading by 4 goals to 1. Delighted to be joined here by Kieran Farley. And Kieran, it's been a good game so far.
Yeah, no surprises yet. I think it's going to be there's going to be a few surprises yet. Maybe a few exclusions. North Dublin are going to have to mix it up, as we say in the sport, mix it up a little bit. Maybe get a few Brugha stalwarts expelled. That's the way I see it. It's not end to end stuff. It may look like end to end stuff, but there's no counter attacks. There's been maybe one counter attack so far by Brugha. Some of the other teams next semi final are 2 counter attack specialists, Sandy Cove and Vincent's. They'll be end to end breaking off, whereas these two.
Bit of a skirmish in the pool there, was there?
Yeah, Barry there. But North Dublin came out best. Or better, rather. Actually, sorry, Brugha.
Yeah, so Brugha attacking from left to right in this second half. Trying to build on that 4-1 lead. And they've got a chance inside here. Chance. Oh, it's a fantastic effort.
Adrian Hanna, what a goal.
Keeper. Yes, and it's his second goal of the afternoon. It's 11:25. I really do need a caffeine. But a fantastic strike there. Keeper will probably be disappointed though.
Well, it came through. It came through a North Dublin player. Now, to viewers who are not regulars at Waterpolo matches, it may look like he just stepped one side and threw the ball like in a soccer game. But there'll be an enormous fight to get one side, get left, get up high, get the shot away, and be on target, and still be the goalkeeper. Huge amount of effort.
And skill too, to be able to do
absolutely,
all that.
Yeah, you don't just chuck it between the posts. You got to know where the keeper is, and who the keeper is, and what their speciality is.
And I suppose that obviously to these guys, they're so versed in this. But I suppose when you're playing on firm ground or whatever, you can have the agility to move. But when you've no balance to push off the ground or anything, it's tougher.
Yeah, it's just exhausting. It's non-stop. It used to be called water rugby in the past, where the goalkeeper stood on the bank and jumped out on top of you.
With a circular ball.
With a hammer.
All right, so Christopher Hodgson batted away there, but was there an infringement, Kieran?
I'm sorry, I just missed that. But it's just a minor free, yeah.
All right.
Again, they're protecting the hole there. James Reed's going into the hole.
So it's ball in the hand of Hanley. Switches it outside. Shot. Oh, Hodgson again.
Harry Nolan.
From Nolan, he just batted it down.
Thank you. Fantastic left-hander. That's why he plays out in the right. Very important the team has a left-hander. They're very lucky to have Barry.
Yeah, and I suppose it's something we see in say, football or Gaelic or whatever, about having 2 feet, but it's very important to have 2 hands in a sport like this, that you can put different players on different sides.
It's unusual. There's very few players that can play with 2 hands. Now, Barry's a left-handed.
Oh, it's another one! Steo again.
I said it earlier. Steo's got to be racking them up.
You said 4 or 5. He's on a hat-trick already.
Yeah.
And every time I look at my notes, I'm looking to see where Steo is, but I can only find Stefan McMahon. But we got him anyway. But a hat-trick and 3 great goals.
Yes. It was very well taken. It was out far. Maybe keeper can very often be blindsided, so you've got the player with the ball. He'll move left or right until such time as he can't see the goalkeeper, but he knows where he is.
Yes.
That means when the ball goes past that player, only then does the goalkeeper see that ball. So you blindside the goalkeeper and shoot past the defender. So that can very often happen. Up here it looks like goalie's fault, but it's not.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I suppose with the skid off the water too, just gets that extra zip.
It can speed it up, and the angle you shoot it at depends on how high it bounces. So it's very difficult to save.
And obviously now North Dublin have a lot to do.
Yeah, they're going to have to mix it up, as I said. Or we say in the sport.
Yeah, there's Nolan with the chance. And I think that might have just taken a deflection on the way through. I'm not sure. No, straight out.
Counter by Brugha.
And Brugha on the attack again. Oh, chance. Oh, what about that?
Oh, Adrian
From
Hanna.
Adrian Hanna.
Oh,
That was like a scoop effort out of the water.
yeah, slingshot.
Oh, beautiful.
Sling. Before it came to him and before James Reid could get on top of him.
Yeah. And without using puns and playing on it, but Jamie just cannot cope with Adrian Hanna.
Yeah. But like slingshot, it's a reactionary thing. It happens. You don't have time to get up to see where he's threatening, where they're moving left or right. It bounces and it's slung past you. It's a great shot if they can get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't always know where it's going, and that's just the shooter.
Chance, another deflection. Oh, that could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
But thankfully for Cathal, Brugha went out.
Goalkeeper ball.
Interesting enough, in that previous attack, there was 3v3 and 3v3. Not all the outfield players committed.
That's a sign of tiredness.
Okay.
In the next semi-final, it'll be 6 in one end, 6 in the other end. And it'll go like that all for 4 quarters.
Oh, good save. Batted away there by Jamie Copen. That was a big save at this moment because 8-1 and they'd be in big trouble.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, it would seem insurmountable.
Oh, another big left hand. Really well dealt with.
Another great save now by Jamie. He's actually doing very, very well. And has done every match.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as Kieran has mentioned already, Cathal Brugha have gone for 3 in a row. They've won 5 senior cups.
North Dublin, man up here. They must capitalise. They must get the goal here. Get them back in.
They have a chance now to throw it in the far corner, but saved by Hodgkinson. I think it was James Reid who's been told to hit it, but now there's an infringement here, is there?
Jerry Wilkes being over aggressive on the goalkeeper.
Big support here for Brugha. Definitely making a lot of noise.
Yes.
Looks to be another timeout here.
Yeah, timeout here, yeah. North Dublin will have to spring something here. We can see that it is a Cathal Brugha timeout. Because the North Dublin people are going back into defence here.
And Kieran, if you were down on the line now and on the North Dublin side of things, what would you be saying?
Oh, I've said it before, I'd be trying to mix it up. And that means getting players put out for something. Maybe Royal players up, legally of course. This is a man down against North Dublin, so they're setting up 3-2 here.
And then again, on the far side, if you're in the Cathal Brugha camp, you'd be very happy with how things are progressing.
Slow it down. 6 goals is an awful lot to get back. So they're going to slow it down, take 30 seconds on every attack. Nothing silly. Make sure they can get everybody back when they lose the ball.
Yeah. I suppose that's key. If you can waste your own shot clock without giving the ball away, you're halfway there really, aren't you?
Exactly, yes. You've got 30 seconds.
There it is. Totally unmarked at the back stick. I think it was Charlie O'Kane got that one.
Yeah.
And you were
young. That was see young fellas like that scoring.
And that's exactly just what you were saying there about Cathal Brugha. Don't do anything simple. Use the shot clock. Use your extra or your men in extra positions, and they've done that.
I can see Steo there congratulating him, tapping the head. Well done. You're the future of the club.
It looks as if they're going to make a contest for the 3 in a row anyway. They look like they're going back to the final.
Certainly looks that way.
Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And North Dublin have it all to do against Cathal Brugha. But they've turned the ball over, and it was aimlessly thrown back, but the keeper did well to get out to it.
25 years experience.
Yeah, it all comes back, doesn't it?
Yeah. Brugha owe the last 2 wins to their goalkeeper in penalty shootouts.
Yeah, it's such a pivotal position, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Build from the back. Another one. Oh, what about that?
Great goal.
I think it was Desmond Donnelly again.
Yeah, Desi Donnelly, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic strike. All right. So that is 9-1 with just over 2 minutes to go. What's the referee saying here, Kieran? Is he unhappy with something?
No, it's all good.
So Desi Donnelly with his second strike of the morning. Steo with a hat-trick. Adrian Hanna with a hat-trick. And Charlie O'Kane with one. And the only goal coming for North Dublin was the very first goal of the game, actually, Stephen Nolan. Long time ago since that one went in.
Yeah. A free out for Cathal Brugha. Man caught inside 2 metres there. You can't be inside 2 metres before the ball does. Bit like soccer.
And to those at home, the 2 metre is identifiable by the red cone.
Yes, he's right. The first red cone. Second red cone is 5 metre. Third yellow cone is 6 metre.
And the blue cone signifying halfway.
Correct, yeah, where the ball is dropped. And tip-offs.
Oh, trying to work an attack down the far side here. North Dublin looks to be Cal Rohan, who is the man in possession. And Rohan just swimming to get it back.
Exclusion against Cathal Brugha.
Yeah. Trying to work something here. In North Dublin, they've loads of time to work the shot. Just patiently trying to build something there. And it was James Rohan. James Mangan gave it out there to Cal Rohan, and Rohan just blazed it over.
Fionn just been forced to put the ball over. He got into a great position there. Could have been a goal. Could have been a lifeline. They got forced to put the ball over. Great position work though by Fionn.
So we're inside the final minute here, and Brugha have possession deep into the North Dublin end of the pool. I think it's still in the Brugha possession. They're just trying to work something. They've 3 seconds left. Tame shot, but as more as you say, just don't make any major mistakes.
That's right. Maybe he could have dumped it there, but he hadn't an eye on the clock. But no damage done. If he's okay to track back.
Oh, lovely ball forward. This would be a great goal if they can get it. Oh, what a save. Oh, it's
great work.
Brilliant finish.
David Sadler, great player. It's great he could hang in there after the first miss or save rather. He was still there, and things he mightn't see. There were lads holding him, everything. He got the ball away again and a lob. Very hard to beat Hadji.
And it was a brilliant play up the pool. They moved it really quick, but then a great save, as you say, from Hutchison. And then second time of asking, really good finish from Sadler.
Yeah, you could take it right back in our sport too. If the ball had been jumped early, everyone would have got it back.
Yeah, that's the benefits of it. So they've won it again, I think, but illegally. So
Fionn just
over aggressive, maybe. Yeah.
Yes.
Inside the last 7 seconds here, and it's Cathal Brugha. North Dublin don't want to concede anymore. They have a big enough task as it is, and it is in the hands of Reid. And that, shoots! Oh, it's like buns to a bear, that one. But that's it. It is the end of the third quarter, and it's 9-2 in favour of Cathal Brugha. And Kieran, they look good to retain their crown.
Yeah, it's going to be game management from here on in. What they'll be doing now is they'll be pulling out their main players. They don't want the main players getting into some sort of altercation, maybe a few digs or fisticuffs or something that's going to rile them up, because North Dublin will want to get something from this. So they don't want to get dragged into a fight, a physical fight, because what happens is someone get red carded and miss the next game through brutality or something like that. So they have to be very careful. Anybody who's maybe a little bit fired up, or maybe who they think can be riled up, take them out now. Good time to put in the bench now from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Put them in now, get them riled up, and most importantly, rest them first to 7 for the final.
Yeah.
Because it's in a couple of hours again, and the next match between Vincent's and Sandiego will be end to end. two quite young teams, very fit teams. They'll be end to end, so these will want to be resting their big players for the final.
All right, okay, Kieran, thanks for that. And we will see in a couple of seconds for the start of the fourth and final quarter. And we're back at it. It's the fourth and final quarter. The ball is in. It's advantage Cathal Brugha, going for 3 in a row. They're 9-2 up here against North Dublin. North Dublin playing from right to left as you look at it. And
Great psychological Rob there, winning the swim off by North Dublin.
How important do you think the winning that swim off is?
Well, it's an extra possession. If you have the fastest player in the water, and the way we look at it in water polo.
Oh,
what a goal!
What a hit!
Take that to Serbia.
My goodness me!
Beautiful back flick. I've seen some strange things happen in water polo.
Oh, that's the try.
Maybe this is going to be one. 8 minutes, 6 goals.
Yeah.
It's happened.
United won a Champions League in less. Great tricep strength there. And you could see Hodgkinson, he's still not happy.
No, yeah. With cover, lack of cover. But you can't wrestle with that man.
No.
He's super.
Fantastic finish. And when both people are looking at it and just going, that just goes through the quality of that finish. And he was really well marshalled too.
Oh, yeah.
North Dublin attacking again. They won the swim off, as you said, Kieran, and now they've got 2 attacks straight away. That looked quite high there, but the ref's not giving much. The chance came in, well blocked down, but it's a Brugha man first to react.
Yeah, same player trying to do the same again. Ferocious shot. Fabulous block.
So it really is starting to heat up there. You could see the passion on Hodgkinson. Just even though the ball had gone down the far side of the pool, he was still remonstrating with the side of the pool here about the annoyance over that goal.
Goalkeeper's so important.
Yeah.
Just for encouragement as well. They call the defence. When it comes inside your half, you literally think they're in charge. They're calling left, right, drop, double, these things. I was saying about winning the ball. You have 32 minutes in a game and you have 30 seconds possession each. So each team arguably can have 32 attacks. So if you're the fastest swimmer in the water, that's 4 extra attacks you have.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's very important.
Yeah. And as you say, then it also puts them on the back foot straight away, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. You can set up a set play.
Yeah.
James Reid coming in.
He's got another block there. Oh! It was loose.
Didn't have to get to Hadji. Rock solid defence.
And Kieran, now coming into the closing stages of a game, would you often see a keeper holding the ball and running down that clock and then just launching it forward?
Absolutely. Well, he's resting his players.
Yeah.
He doesn't want them driving. They've another match ahead, and this one seems to be in the bag. You never know. There we go.
Reid not happy with that one.
That's James on 2. Actually, it's 3. That's what Cathal Brugha have been trying to do all game. To get rid of that big hole fullback.
I think that was Steo again, was it?
I was watching James Reid.
Yes.
He majored out on 3.
Same as that, and
which is terrible because if you're hold forward and you're against the fullback's most likely to be chucked out, and they have to do all the fighting. So there he is gone after a wonderful game and a wonderful tournament.
That's him gone now for the rest of the
is right, yes, for the rest of this
the
match.
game. Yeah, and looks like the rest of the tournament too, doesn't it?
Well, please God not. I think North Dublin still have a lot in the bag.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Barry. Super left. Super.
Barry Nolan.
Barry Nolan. Not only is he winning the ball for them, he's putting the ball in the net.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said that they might still pull it out of the bag. They have 5.5 minutes to do it.
There's things happening in water polo. There's a thing called brutality where if somebody struck above the water, do you know, if one player strikes another player, he's gone for 4 minutes. That's arguably 8 attacks. 4 minutes.
And now, as you said way back at the start of commentary, now there's a lot of fatigue.
Yes, absolute mistakes can happen.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, well, it's tip off again by Brugha. And
I see Marco getting out there. He's been instrumental.
They're just trying to hold possession but work something. And
Stevie Nolan there in the centre marshalling things. One of 3 Nolans on the team.
Oh, it's another one. Oh, well done.
Oh, well done, Fionn.
3 Nolans, and then I see 3 Hannahs on the Cathal Brugha side.
Yes, it's great.
Couple of Donnellys in there.
That's right. I don't see Johnny in there.
No, haven't seen
One of the
John.
best players in the country. Haven't seen him in the water there now.
Desi got a brace for himself today. 2 good finishes.
Stevie Nolan there. Could have done damage if the ball got into him.
One major difference I can spot here today, Kieran, between the men's semis and the ladies' semis is it's far more audible up here from what they're saying poolside.
All right. If you look now down to the other end of the pool there, Brugha are attacking man down. They've got 2 men back, double marking Stevie Nolan because he's a fantastic hold forward. If the ball goes to him, more often than not it's a goal.
And here we go. Oh.
Wow. 3 players on him. He's still got the shot away.
Yeah, and it took the keeper to save it.
Yes.
Oh, just a wee bit too much. It was a good idea.
Luca was going forward.
But all this just plays into Brugha's hand. It's just...
Yeah, kill the game. Game management. That's what we say. Game management. Slow it down. No counters. No heroics now. Nobody wants to get into a fight, get injured, suspended, anything like that.
You know, it's tough enough to go to 3 finals in any sport in a row, but to win them is some achievement. And
yeah, I think Adrian got a couple of smacks there in the face of Fionn, all by accident, of course. Oh, Luca, lovely Luca.
Great touch back there.
Lovely, great player. Beautiful shot.
The transition from a player being ejected from the pool to the next attack is just seamless, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is a lifestyle. These guys are great. David Sadler tried a bouncer down to the left. Hadji was up to it.
I don't think Nolan was overly happy with him there, was he? Maybe
no.
You were trying to make the case, Kieran.
Sorry, Stevie.
It's
you
gone.
can buy me a drink later.
I think you were looking after the post-swimming commentary. But
well done.
Hodgson beaten there.
Yeah, there you can see Stevie Nolan brought the defender one side to expose the goalkeeper, and a great shot and a great goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's 10-5 now with 3 minutes to go. It would take a lot, but you're still not ruling them out fully.
I've seen some comebacks in my time, but if this is a comeback, but you know, it's end to end. It's end to end. If someone wasn't keeping the score, you'd say it was a level game.
Yeah.
And North Dublin, brilliant going forward. They're not getting caught in counters. These are the things you look at. Were they countered? Were they beaten? Were they all these things? No. Fantastic. It's great for the future.
It really was that blitz, wasn't it? Early doors. We got 3 or 4 goals in really quick succession, and that kind of killed the game. And there's another one.
Second
just
quarter.
As we speak. Keeper not happy there, but something. A swimming paddle.
I'm just looking at the goals. The goals were on floats. I see floats out there. The referee should be putting those floats back in again. They should go under the post to lift the post up. So if you look down...
a red and a blue one, yeah.
Yes. So that means now that the goals are a slight bit lower, maybe 3 or 4 inches lower than they should be.
That makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
So I think that one was Hannah again. I'm not entirely sure. I was actually looking at the keeper just throwing away the floats, so
Yeah.
we'll give him the credit anyway.
It can be disruptive for a keeper having to look at those things.
Yeah, absolutely. And that probably was the icing
well
on the
done,
cake,
Jerry.
I think.
Well done, Jerry. That's what Jerry's fantastic at. In there, getting man outs, and of course the back flicks. Super
Now,
player.
North Dublin just trying to work another one. Oh, I don't think.
I'd say Jerry has 35 years of experience.
I don't think Hodgson knew much about that one. It just kind of skid off the surface and away out, but I think it's probably all over now, Kieran, really. So, Brugha
Nice.
just trying to work something again, and
There'll be a bit of showboating now.
yeah,
Adrian Hanna.
they've got the chance here. Good save.
Yeah.
And Cope just really get it away. He does. He gets it up the field really quickly. A chance maybe for, is it Mark Hanley inside was it Nolan he was looking for?
Great interception.
Really well dealt with.
Jerry got that now. He's in the back of the net.
And interestingly, it's 3v2 up here, but when the ball goes up there, they're just so content to slow the game down.
Yes, yeah. Again, game management. The Brugha bench will have said, slow it down. No counters. Extra man at the back. They'll keep an extra man at the back. They don't need to score.
No, absolutely. Yeah, they have enough.
Yeah, even like halfway through the third quarter, they just need to stop goals.
And we're inside the final minute. The bell signifying time as good as up. And Brugha just once again game management. But they've won a free, I think.
Exclusion against Luca.
And Luca's gone. There's Hannah again now. Can he get another one? Winding it up. Shot well beaten away by the keeper, but I think Brugha have won it back. They have. That's gone in. And that is definitely that. I think it was Adam Cushley.
Yeah. Haven't seen him in the first three quarters. Great to see him in here. He's the guy putting the pressure on the rest.
Great to be able to bring players in that can do a job so well.
Absolutely. They're resting 1-7 and thinking of the next game already.
So it looks as if Cathal Brugha will be going back to the final of the ISC Men's Senior Cup, where they will hope to add their third in succession and win their sixth overall. But North Dublin still just trying to work something. Not a whole pile of time left. Jared Dykes there was being held, I think.
Man up, North Dublin.
Man up, but that one's gone out via the crossbar. And
It's times like this, you look at Brugha and you say, I remember the days when Brugha, those guys had 15, 16 silver medals during a period of 15 or so years when Half Moon were dominating Irish Waterpolo. And Brugha runners up year after year after year. I think one of the guys, Johnny Donnelly, might have 15 silver medals.
wow. But that's it. That is Cathal Brugha into the final. They have beaten North Dublin by 12-5. Myself and Kieran will be back for the second semi-final in just a couple of moments.
Huge crowd here today. Huge crowd, everyone applauding for a fantastic game.